What is up, people YouTube? It is I, Super Mariozilla, or you can call me Vinny, and today we are going to take a look at the S.H.MonsterArts Mothra Special Color Version set. This is the Heisei version of Mothra appearing in the film Godzilla vs. Mothra Battle for Earth. And this version makes the adult version look like she's in the nighttime, while the larva version has the paint to make her look wet. This set was revealed sometime after the Shin forms were revealed, and when we thought the dry spell S.H.Monsters was up! I'm sorry. That won't happen again. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's take a closer look. Spoilers, you do not want this set. Let's take a look at the imago Mothra first. From a distance, this can have some nice shelf appeal, but up close and even afar, sometimes we still get noticeable issues. And these issues are very bad. Even for Mothra, it's still bad. And we also get some of the worst fucking quality control issues on an S.H.MonsterArts figure. Even to the point where the quality control is now starting to affect the articulation. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry. Let's just take a closer look. So the head. Sculpt-wise, it looks good, and we don't get too much issues. With the exception of these scratches through the paint. Right out of the box, by the way. And a black slop on the left portion of the eye. Great. The eyes themselves look great though, no issues with those. The antenna looks fine too. It's worth noting that some people had paint dry on the base of the antenna and caused the joint to get stuck. The mouth looks fine too, no issues. Top of the head looks fine, with the exception of the goddamn paint chip that shows the original Mothra's colors. But the paint is also a bit inconsistent. The body and the neck's orange is darker than the head's. The bottom of the body is just shit. We get paint chips all over the front of the neck, and on mine, there's black paint slop on the arm. The rest of the arms look fine, but that's all I can say. It's nothing amazing. Most of the black on the body is cleanly painted, but that's it. The wings got fucked up the ass too. The paint on them is mostly clean, but we still get a lot of damn issues. Remember the inconsistent paint? Well, that continues here because we can see one wing is brighter than the other. One of my wings also has weird spots that won't come off. On the bottom of the top wing, we get plenty of paint chips and black bleeding through the yellow. Are you shitting me? Bottom wings got screwed too. Once again, one wing is brighter than the other. And there's even more paint chips than the yellow wings. There's also a motherfucking fingerprint on mine. The animate sucks ass too. They actually just reused the original Mothra's parts and don't even bother painting the whole damn thing. The end part looks fine, but that doesn't save the figure at all. Articulation for Mothra. This is where quality control strikes with the articulation. Not talking about loose joints, but stuck joints. Shall we move on? Okay. Antennas. They are on tiny ball joints. But please be careful with them because some people have actually snapped these. Not just on this one, but on the original one as well. Mandibles are on ball joints. This one moves fine, but this one does not like to move at all. And I'm afraid if I move it, I'll break it. Actually no. I got it to move just fine, and it was stuck. Okay. Whatever. It works. Mouths are on the hinges. This one and that one can open and close. It's fine. It's functional. Head is on a ball joint. Good range. Not bad. Wings are on hinges. Okay range. And I say okay range because this one moves higher than this one. And I can't get it to move higher. Now let's say if I really force it, but since this is on a hinge, you really don't want to do that unless you break the wing. So nice job, Bandai. This bottom wing right here was stuck. It could not move any higher than this. Now unless if I had to really force it in order to get it to move higher. So yeah, don't be surprised if your joints are stuck, and I know why it got stuck. Paint dried. That caused it to get stuck. Okay. Okay. Before the worst part. Abdomen is on series of ball joints. Good range, but let's be honest. Do you want to see these? I guess not. So, keep the pose like this at all times. Arms. 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 Ball joints. Ball joints. However, there's one thing I had to compliment this figure for. The ball joints do not pop off as easily as the originals. So, that's one good thing I could say. The arms are also on hinges. And I swore that these hands could actually swivel, but on this one, it looks like they can't. So I assumed that they probably glued it on. Who knows? Anyway, guess what? One of these joints are stuck. It's rubber banding back to its original shape. You can just barely see that. I know it's out of focus, but... You see that? It's like, it can't move at all. And it makes this weird noise. Like the joint is about to snap. I can't move this arm anywhere. Now let's say if I try to break it. That's exactly what I mean. We're now having quality control issues starting to affect the articulation. Not loose joints. That's common. That's common with all action figures. I got plenty of Marvel Legends and Figure Arts figures with loose joints. It's like a common issue. Like, I know they can't keep an eye on all that, but this shit, inexcusable, unacceptable. Articulation, good with the body, not for the limbs. Nice job, Bandai! Mothra Adult is the only figure that comes with accessories. Mothra Imago does indeed come with her stand, and it's not as good as the original. For one, the base itself is just bland, there's no cool drawings on it or anything, and the clamp itself has a much tighter fit than the originals, and I'm afraid I'll scratch off the paint or sculpt me because of it. But, other than that, it still works, and Mothra is still secure while on the stand. Better than Batra's by a long shot, still. Yeah, so the stand is not bad. It's not bad. She actually comes with beams! And they're okay. I'm not sure how I feel about the white. The yellow itself is nice, I can't knock it on that. The way you attach these beams are a pain in the ass. You split up the base part of the beam, which is hard to do if you don't have fingernails, and you place them in between the antenna. You do this with both beams. They look absolutely fine when attached, but I do not recommend having them on for a long time because I can imagine the beams snapping the antenna due to the weight of the beams. And yes, these beams are compatible with the original Mothra. Finally, the best figure in this set. Awesome paint here. And mine has little to no quality control issues. There are some people who got some, so my condolences. Anyway, the sculpting is fantastic, as well as the paint. The paint on this is way better than the originals in my opinion, and the whole figure has a glossy finish to make it look like it's wet. And no, not that wet. You sicko. Anyway, the whole figure has some nice shading, and once again, a nice paint job, and a nice sculpt. I love it. Mothra larva's articulation is really good. Well, for at least for this design, it's really good. I'm being honest about that. It's really good. Mouths on a hinge, just like the imago Mothra. So that's pretty good. These mandibles are on ball joints. Tiny ball joints. Be careful. You do want to snap those. And everything else is on a series of ball joints. And some cool engineering like with the original. And same for this one. Some of these moves in and out. So just in case if you're a stop motion junkie like me, this can be really useful. But yeah, you can get this Mothra to go into all sorts of shapes and poses. Just one problem. It's very loose. I mean, to be fair, you're gonna have I'm so sorry, have her flat most of the time. But still, like, you can't really have this kind of pose anymore, like with the original. Like, hold on, I'll pull it out for a second. Yeah, it is a bit loose at some places, but it's much more stable, and you can get some other creative poses like this. Not the same for this one, which is kind of sad, but it's nothing I'll lose sleep over. So articulation for Mothra larva, we'll get a pass. It's just that, you know, this does... I'd be lying if I said that this does not bother me. So, yeah, that could have been better, but other than that, it's pretty good. Mothra larva gets absolutely nothing. Oh, come on! You cheap bastards! On the bright side, if you have the original Mothra, you can use the stand and the web accessory and use it for this one. Mothra larva is 7 inches long and almost 2 inches tall. Mothra imago's wingspan is 13 inches wide. Let's do some size comparisons. Here they are with the S.H.MonsterArts Batcher Imago and Larva. Here they are with the S.H.MonsterArts Sky Game Transit 4 and King Ghidorah. Here they are with the S.H.MonsterArts Godzilla 2014 and Shin Godzilla. Here they are with the S.H.MonsterArts Godzilla Jr. and Destroya. And finally, here they are with the S.H.MonsterArts Super Mecha Godzilla and Birth version. They look great with other figures. Just be mindful of Mothra's huge wingspan. Lastly, a comparison with the original Mothras. The differences are night and day. Now, in terms of paint scheme, I like the Mothra Imago repaint more, but the quality has a lot to be desired, and causes me to like the original Imago Mothra more. However, it's the other way around with the larvas. I like the repaint a lot more than the originals because the paint is just executed a lot better. So, buy or don't buy, because there will be no sale for this release, I guarantee. Half of this set is garbage. And since the quality control is now starting to affect the articulation, and the fact that Bandai is refusing returns of the set because they're saying, oh, your issue is not an issue, which that alone makes this by far the worst release in the S.H.MonsterArts line to date. I love the Mothra larva, and at the end of the day, I only bought the set because of the Mothra larva. With the amount of money I paid, I expected to be amazed. People, do yourself a favor and avoid this set like the plague. Trust me, if you skip this release, you will not feel bad at all. If you really want a Mothra, I highly recommend tracking down the originals, since recently their prices have actually dropped. With that being said, this set deserves a 4.5 out of 10. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and if you like this video, leave a like. If you want to share your thoughts, if you're nice about it, leave a comment down below. And if you like this video and want to see others like it, you can subscribe. And if you also want to, you can follow me on Instagram. Link to it is in the description below. With that being said, I am Super Mariozilla, and I am out. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out. Well, I'm out of here. I'm gonna get crucified for this review.